Extraterrestrials have invaded the Fallout universe, but despite several centuries of being around, what exactly are they doing here? I'm Mark from Digital Dissection. I make Fallout lore videos, and today I'll be your guide to those who have visited us from beyond Fallout stars. There are some events of the Fallout universe that didn't exactly mirror our world, but the 1960s space race wasn't one of them. World nations also competed in the Fallout timeline to reach the moon, and one notable part of that history brought aliens into the consciousness of everyone on the planet. During this era, the United States administration sent the Clarabella 7 into the atmosphere. The low-orbit mission was piloted by a Colonel Hartigan in a joint operation with the United States Air Force. But before the engagement's conclusion, Hartigan and the Clarabella would vanish without a trace. The high-profile disappearance was noticed as Hartigan never arrived at his planned rendezvous point, an undisclosed ocean drop zone. Alarms went off amongst the general public because the US government instantly rushed to provide an explanation that the Clarabella 7 became entangled with weather balloons before crash landing. Of course, this was only scratching the surface of many more events to unfold. Hartigan naturally wasn't the first human being to be abducted, and a string of disappearances would be noticed by a pre-war group of conspiracy theorists known as the Quare Verum. While not the only group who questioned alien existence, the organization would be recognized by the government as crackpots, perpetuating a widespread effort to hide extraterrestrial entanglement and recovery of their technology. The group was admittedly quite small, but their purpose was to expose the conspiracy, which they believed was the government's full involvement in keeping all known alien encounters from the public eye. Its members were Reed Underwood, two additional men named Banks and Combs, alongside support from a doctor named Aldwin Morley. To support their claims, the group sought to recover Enclave weapons developed by reverse-engineered alien technology, and were successful in an operation to acquire the MPLX Nova Surge, an experimental plasma pistol. Despite the small numbers of the team, the Enclave had originally sent Morley as a plant to thwart their actions, leading to the assassinations of Banks and Combs, with Underwood having an unknown fate after hiding the MPLX from Enclave agents. While the Enclave may have silenced one group from unveiling the truth, the same can't be said for the mounting sightings and encounters the general public noticed. With rumors of abductions and aliens in the sky, it would seem that despite the government's best efforts, people still saw evidence. Astoundingly Awesome Tales is one of the best examples of alien imagery reaching the general public, as the magazine that specialized in various sci-fi artwork and subject matter prominently featured an alien being on its cover. But not only that, the fictional tale even correctly called them by their species, the Zetans. How the magazine publisher managed to get its hands on these images of the very real depiction of the small green men with pointy teeth is anyone's guess. But they'd even get their suits and skin tone right, facts later confirmed by crashed aircraft bodies and direct encounters. So despite cover-up attempts, there didn't seem to be any chance of shielding the Zetans' arrival any further. To say the Zetans had only just arrived, however, was by no means indicative of when they actually began observing the Earth. Not only had the Zetans been watching the planet for hundreds of years, their involvement actually goes back as far as the 1500s, and we know this based on who they abducted. Toshiro Kago is one of these individuals, a samurai cryogenically frozen aboard Mothership Zeta, downloadable content from Fallout 3. According to the official Fallout 3 game guide, Kago's armor is confirmed to be from the Azuchi Momoyama period, which took place from 1568 to 1603. This would place Kago at a chronological age of 694 years when he's thawed out. He wouldn't, however, be the only person we know of who is hundreds of years before the modern age of Fallout to be abducted. A Salem, Massachusetts villager named Andrew Endicott was taken in 1697 and was able to record his story.
Hello. Hello. My name is Andrew Endicott. On the night of May 17th, the year of our Lord 1697, I was taken from my home in Salem Village. I do not know where I am exactly, or why I came to be here.
Endicott's status is unknown upon the discovery of his audio file. So do you remember Colonel Hartigan from earlier? he would also see his fate forever changed by the very same mothership Zeta. Hartigan's mysterious disappearance was no accident, and him along with the Clarabella 7 were beamed aboard the massive vessel. Upon arrival, the Zetans immediately performed tests and recorded an audio log.
I'm Colonel Hartigan, United States Air Force. Our nation has been conducting manned spaceflight tests and... I'm sorry, you'll have to forgive me. Frankly, we never expected to meet you all. I'm sure there's a great deal that our two species can learn from... Ow! Ow! What the hell? What is this? What are you doing?
Despite Hartigan's best efforts to make first contact, he would succumb to stress and physical torture, and died before being placed in a stasis chamber. His spacesuit, body, and the Clarabella 7 are still held by the Zetans in 2077. The full scope of how many individuals being taken by the Zetans isn't entirely known, but there are 25 recordings that can be obtained from Mothership Zeta, and they include a diverse range of individuals from many backgrounds. Holly Beresford of the United States Space Administration is one example, a linguistics specialist who tried to communicate with them unsuccessfully.
I think I'm beginning to understand you, but you need to stop shocking me. Damn, I wish you could understand me. Do you understand? That's it. You get it. I mean you no harm. I just want to learn how to speak with you. Then perhaps we can discuss what you need from us.
They'd also take higher profile individuals, including a U.S. Senator, and Giles Wollstonecraft, the Assistant Chief Executive Officer for Vault-Tec, who oversaw the construction of Vault 76.
I'm the current Assistant Chief Executive Officer of the Vault-Tec Corporation. I was inspecting the construction site of Vault 76 when I was captured what I can only assume are alien beings from another world. I'm not sure what they want from me or what they will do to me, but whatever they need, I will readily provide. Perhaps if I can bridge our communication gap and establish a rapport with them, we can enter into an exclusive trade agreement. In fact, instead of talking to this damn machine, I'm going to attempt to address them directly. On behalf of the Vault-Tec Corporation, I'd like to extend a heartfelt welcome to you.
Wollstonecraft would foolishly see the aliens as a potential trade partner, but his status is unknown after his audio recording. According to one specific captive audio log, number 19, the number of abductees could be in the hundreds, possibly thousands, but there's something even more horrific than that number itself. It's hard to know what exactly brought the Zetans to Earth specifically, but upon abducting the lone wanderer of Fallout 3, a terrifying discovery was found: human-alien hybrids, known as abominations. The half-human, half-alien creatures are taller, more durable versions of the typical Zetan design. They're less intelligent than their creators, however, and will attack seemingly anything. Their speech appears to be nothing more than guttural shrieks, and before attacking they will point at their prey, much like the duplicate alien creatures in the invasion of the Body Snatchers. One of the more terrifying aspects of the abominations, however, is that the captive number 19 recording insinuated that abominations are humans who are turned into these creatures, and not Zetans transformed into them.
They mean to take as many of us as they can and change us into some sort of abomination. Many of us have been killed because of their experiments. They've been keeping us in cells and then moving us one by one to their experimentation labs.
No matter what, we guess this process is truly horrific to endure. So what exactly do the Zetans want with humanity and the Earth? They've watched the planet for hundreds of years, ran endless experiments, and the previously mentioned abominations. The answer might be as simple as the abominations themselves, that the Zetans are aware of their bodily limitations and want to achieve a higher level of durability. Zetans, as observed by the captive recordings, state that they are entirely dependent on technology, and the very same number 19 audio log believes that the motherships orbiting the Earth should easily be overpowered by small deployments of armed humans. This makes a fair amount of sense as well, given that Zetans aren't very tall and have weak limbs. Despite all of the stereotypical behaviors of aliens in traditional media, however, it would seem that even the Zetans have interest in cows, as documented in Captive Log number 24. So far we've talked entirely about the nefarious acts of the Zetan aliens, but one of the strangest things about them may actually be their infatuation with the giddy-up Buttercup robotic horse. Wilson Automatoys copyrighted the toy in 2042, touting it as the ultimate in equestrian robotics. For some reason, the Zetans have 109 of them in Mothership Zeta's research lab, with more in the engineering core. The research lab also features a bizarre site where 5 dead test subjects are strewn about a single Buttercup toy within an observation room. The Zetans are quite smitten by the Buttercup toy line, and Sally, one of the captive survivors on Mothership Zeta, even sees firsthand their affinity for them within her captive log number 21.
Hey, giddy up Buttercup! Wow! I always wanted one of those. Why do you have one? I don't understand. What do you want? It's a toy. A toy! Why are you so excited? You're weird.
So for some reason, the Zetans either miss equestrian-like beasts from their own home planet, or Buttercup is just a big hit with extraterrestrials. Yeah, we'd call that one a bit weird. And with that, we've explored 9 facts about Zetan aliens and their bizarre history. Did we miss any Zetan facts that you think are worth pointing out? Let us know in the comments. And for more content just like this video, check out the full Fallout Stories playlist included here from this channel. And until next time, pop culture nerds, keep on dissecting. This is Mark signing off.